up, my besties, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie, and today we're doing something that I've never done before. Well, I've never filmed before. I've definitely done this before, but we are going to be doing a book unhaul video. As you can see, I have a lot of books behind me, and I also have another shelf as well as my book cart and a bunch of books laying on the floor, which means that we don't have enough space and we need to clear some out so we can add the books on the floor to my shelves. I definitely like to do this every few months just because I'll get books either sent to me or books that I think I'm gonna read and then just end up putting off for years potentially. It's about that time that we go through my books and pull some that I'm either never gonna read or I don't think I'm gonna read, and we're gonna unhaul them. Also, I want your guys' opinion because while I'm going through these books, I want you guys to comment and let me know if there's a certain book I pulled that you think I should read or that you really enjoyed and you think I should give it a try, because some of these I just don't know much about and I've either had them for a long time or they were sent to me and I just haven't read them yet because I'm only one person. I can only read so many books in a year, so gotta get rid of some here. So let's get into it and I'll show you guys the books that I'm unhauling. First, we need to move my reading chair so we can have space to do this. These first three shelves are going to be extremely hard because I don't think I can unhaul any books from these, but let's go through them. I'm keeping these. Like, there's no doubt about it. I love this series and Jensen got me these special editions, so we're definitely keeping these. Sorry about it. Obviously, the whole Chestnut Spring series, I have to keep. I don't make the rules. I have to keep them. I have two versions of the same series, but they're both very special to me and I love all of the covers of them. They have to stay. I'm sorry. Will we actually be unhauling any books today? That is the question. Okay, moving on to this section. This is my Hannah Grace section. This is a very important section to me. I'm obsessed with all these covers. These are the normal editions and these are all of my special editions. Look how beautiful these are, and I will not be getting rid of these. This little section is my Once Upon a Broken Heart series section, and I can't get rid of any of these because I love them all. I've read them all. This one is actually my newest one because I got it when I went to Ireland. It's obviously the UK edition, and the other ones are also the UK edition, but I ordered those online and this one I got in person, so it has to stay in my collection. Everyone say hi to my bunny. This is my all-time favorite jelly cat that I own and she's perfect. We should name her because I definitely don't have a name for her. We have so far unhauled 0 books, so this is going really well for me, but we're moving on to my queer section. I do think I can pick out a few books in here. I don't really want to. I have a problem. I have a hoarding problem with books, but we're gonna do it. Okay. There is one I think I'm gonna pick out of here for sure. That is this one. It's called Girls Like Girls by Hayley Kiyoko. If you guys don't know, Hayley Kiyoko was, I'm pretty sure, on Disney Channel, and then she became a like singer-songwriter. I honestly don't really listen to her music, but I know her because she is now engaged to Becca from The Bachelor, which I used to watch. That's kind of how I got to know her. I really like them together, obsessed with them together, but she wrote a book, I want to say like 1 or 2 years ago, and I picked it up, but I've never read it. I haven't wanted to reach for it, so I just don't know if it's in the cards for me. If you guys have read this, let me know and I may reconsider. I just don't really know anyone that's read this, and it hurts to get rid of a queer book, but I just don't know if I will actually read it. So if you guys can convince me, maybe I'll keep it, but I think I'm gonna set this one aside as our first book to unhaul. Obviously, I am a Casey McQuiston stan, so I'm keeping all of their books. I've also read and love all of these ones, so I am keeping all of those. The other one that I'm very on the fence about is A Dash of Salt and Pepper by xoxo Jackson. I read this one, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought it was like meh. It was an okay story, but I just have a problem. I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it, but even though I already read it, I'm gonna set this one aside. I'm gonna do it as our second unhaul book, but I don't know if I'll get rid of it. We'll see, but let's set it aside. Now clocked into our next shelf. This is the Addicted series. I will be keeping the whole Addicted series. I have read 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe I'm on the 5th book. I think I like stopped in the middle of it and haven't gone back to it, but I will definitely be finishing the series. I really like it. I honestly hated the first book, and as I kept going, I liked it and liked it more. So we're definitely keeping this series. Then moving on to this section, we have Carly Fortune, Jenny Han books, Lynn Painter. We have Tessa Bailey, Sarah Adams. A lot of romance girlies here. Unfortunately, cannot get rid of any of this section because I read and loved them and they have a special place in my heart, so we can't get rid of those. Obviously, love Lynn Painter, so I'm not gonna get rid of those either. I found a book I can get rid of. I'm going to get rid of Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I actually read this one for one of my in-person book clubs like 2 years ago, and a lot of us didn't really love it, including me. I wasn't a big fan of it, so I think this one can definitely go to a new home, a little free library, or one of my my friends that wants to read it, so we're gonna get rid of this one. Claps for me, claps for me. I'm pulling another book. I got this one I think 2 years ago and I haven't read it. Pretty sure I started it at one point and I just couldn't get into it, so I never finished it, and I feel like I'm not going to go pick it up again, so I think we're gonna get rid of this one. And all the rest on this shelf, obviously keeping. Kennedy Ryan is my queen. Bow down. So we're keeping all of those. We're moving down to my last two sections on this bookshelf. The Heartstopper series will not be going. It will forever be mine. These are special editions. Me and this series are like this, so that's not going anywhere. As well as the Off-Campus series. This is one of the first series I really fell in love with when I got back into reading. These are my special editions. These are the regular editions, and they will all be staying. They're also filming a series on this, and I'm so excited about it, so I cannot wait for those, but those will be staying. Okay, our last section on this shelf, we have all of Ali Hazelwood's books, and there will be some I'm getting rid of. This one gotta go. I know a lot of people liked it. I particularly did not like it. We're getting rid of her, and I'm sure someone else will love it, and that's what this is all about, giving it to a different home that will cherish and love these books. I'm also going to be getting rid of Not in Love. I picked this one up thinking I was going to read it, and I just haven't ever gotten to it, and I don't think I will get to it, so I want it to again go to someone that is going to read it, so we're gonna unhaul this one as well. All these other ones will stay because I do love me some Ali Hazelwood. If you guys know me, you know me and Emily Henry books have a iffy relationship. Some of them I absolutely love and I'm a diehard for. Some of the other ones I'm like, I'm just not a fan of, but these have a very special place in my heart again, some of the books that got me into reading, so I just don't want to give them up. I love them here on my bookshelf, so they're gonna be staying. As far as these books go, some of these are really out of order. I definitely have books in a mix of places. I need to redo my bookshelf soon because a lot of them have got jumbled around. I've been reading this series and absolutely love it, so this book will be staying. If you guys haven't read this book, it is so good. It's Anna Todd's latest release, and I read it this summer. Incredible. Definitely recommend. I do know some books I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna pull Throttled because I read this one and enjoyed it, but I just don't think I'll continue on with this series, so I think it should go to a person that is going to continue on with the series and read this, so this is gonna be going. I'm actually on the third book of the Rose Hill series. I'm going to keep these two books. I'm going to get rid of Off to the Races because again, it's another series I just haven't started and I don't think I'll get to anytime in the future, so I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind, but let me know if you guys have read this and what your thoughts are. I just have so many other books that I'm looking forward to, so I don't want this to just be sitting on my shelf, so we're gonna get rid of it. And I'm actually gonna move this book up to this series because it belongs by my Elle Kennedy books, so we're moving this one. But that's it for our first shelf. Let's move to the second one. Okay, we're moving on to our second shelf. I think the first one I'm gonna pull off of the shelf is The Bodyguard. I didn't hate this book. I think I gave it like 3 stars, but I don't have any pull for it to be sitting on my shelf. And if someone else wants to read this book, I would love for them to do that, so we're gonna get rid of this one. This one has gotta go, I think. This is one of the books I got like 3 or 4 years ago at this point. I read about halfway through it and I honestly just didn't enjoy it, and I don't think I'll be getting back to it, so we're gonna give it to someone else. This is another one of those books that I got 3 or 4 years ago, have never read it. The cover is so cute, but it's obviously a summer book and we're going into like fall, winter, and I don't think I'm gonna reach for it next summer, so I'm going to send this off as well. We're doing well with this shelf. I'm actually pulling books from it. This is the next time I'm gonna pull A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I again read this one, didn't love or connect with the main characters, so I'm going to give this to someone else and hopefully they'll love it because I know a lot of people love this book. Don't get me wrong, it was a good book. I just don't need it on my shelf, so let's get rid of it. Keeping, obviously. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I bought this one. I've seen other people read it. I think I bought it probably like 2 years ago or a year ago at this point. I don't really remember. And obviously when I buy books, I have intentions to read them, but I have just so many books I want to read before this one and it's not gonna come anytime soon, so I just don't think I will let it sit on my shelf any longer, so we're gonna get rid of this one. We're creating some space. This is good because I have a lot of books on the floor that we need to add to the shelf. I'm keeping all of this section and then most of my Mia Sheridan books, but I am going to get rid of this one called Stinger. I'm not gonna lie, I think Jensen got this one for me, but I just have never read it and I don't really have intentions of reading it. I haven't heard much about this book. I'm going to give it to someone who will hopefully put it to good use. We're really up close and personal. Slide you back a little. I think this is where we're gonna clear out a lot of books, honestly. I'm gonna get rid of this one. I've never read it. I don't know if this was a gift or I just don't remember honestly where some of these books came from, but I just know I'm not gonna read it, so we're gonna get rid of this one. I'm actually gonna keep this one. I got it 2 summers ago and I think it's like a summer thriller and that really intrigues me, so hopefully I'll read it this next year. These are the next 2 books I'm actually gonna get rid of. I think I got this one because it looked really cute, but I just never ended up reading it. I don't think I'll be pulling it anytime soon, so we're gonna give it to a better home. This one I'm pretty sure I got when it was like really trending on BookTok, and again, never read it, and I just don't think I have any interest in it anymore, so sending it off. Another one I'm gonna get rid of. I have heard really mixed things about this and I haven't read it, so I just don't think I'm gonna pull it. I'm very mixed about this one. I actually was sent this one in PR and it does sound interesting to me, but I just haven't heard much about it. I just don't really know much about this book or series, so if you guys have read it, let me know. This is gonna be like a maybe. I'm kind of iffy, so if you guys tell me that I should read it, I might keep this one. I love my Annabelle Monaghan books, so we're keeping those. Moving on to this shelf, we can move this Kennedy Ryan one finally. I've been shoving books that I like don't have the space for in that section into different sections, but now that we have cleared space, we can add it to our Kennedy Ryan collection. Obviously keeping all my Abby Jimenez, all my red, white, and royal blue collection, and my Taylor Jenkins Reid books. I'm going to keep my 2 Boys of Tommen books. I haven't read the full series, but I have read both of these, so I'm going to keep these because I want to eventually carry on with the series. These are again more queer books that I haven't read yet, but they're definitely on my TBR, so I'm keeping all of these. Actually, I think I might pull this one. It's called Don't Want You Like a Best Friend, and I think I bought this one because someone recommended it like based off of a Taylor Swift song or something. But again, I'm like in between about this one. I haven't really heard anything about it, so if one of you has read it and can convince me to read it, I may keep this one. So this one is a maybe. Okay, this is the section down here and it was getting too hard to show, so I'm just gonna show it this way. I'm keeping all these. These are so nostalgic for me and I've read every single one of them. I loved these Christy Boyce books. I'm going to keep these as well. And then this is a series that I was sent and I actually am very interested in reading it. I just haven't yet, but I'm going to keep all of these. Moving on to our last big bookshelf I have over here. I'm gonna keep my ACOTAR books just because I haven't read all of them yet and I would eventually like to get to them. I'm gonna be honest, I'm very on the edge about the Throne of Glass series. I honestly don't know if I'll read it, so I'm like 50-50 about getting rid of it right now. I've read Assassin's Blade and that's the only one I've read from it, but I just don't know if it's like the series for me. I know a lot of people will say they want me to read it, but I just don't know if I will. So again, I'm on the edge with that one. Let me know what you guys think, if I should keep it or not. I don't know. I'm keeping all of my Harry Potter books. I've read the first 4, I believe. I haven't read the entire series and I would love to do a video of reading the entire series sometime. I know how special this series is to a lot of people and I love the first 4 books I've read, so I would love to do that sometime if you guys were interested, but I'm going to keep all of those. Okay, we're gonna wipe a lot of books right now. I'm going to get rid of this Jessa Hastings book. I don't really think I need to say much on it, but I'm gonna get rid of it. I've also never been a Magnolia Parks girly and I don't really see a reason to finish the series now, so I'm going to get rid of these. So we have a lot of empty space to fill with books now. I'm going to be keeping all of these. I haven't read either of these and I would like to get to them sometime, so we're going to keep those. This series I don't think I would necessarily read. This is my girlfriend's series, so I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm keeping my Rebecca Yarros book. I love Fourth Wing so much. Heartless Hunter was one of my favorite reads this year, so I'm definitely keeping that. I am going to get rid of this book. I actually read this when we did a book swap with the booktube girlies in April. Ashlyn had me read this and I tried it. It just wasn't for me. I finished it. I appreciate the writing, but it just wasn't a genre for me, so I'm going to get rid of this one. She also had me read this book and I actually really love this and I would love to continue with the series, so we're definitely keeping this. And here we have the Inheritance Games and I've read the first book of it, but again, this is another one of my fiance's series, so I'm not going to get rid of those. Divine Rivals I have never read, but I've heard such amazing things. I just haven't gotten to it yet, so I think I'm going to keep this one. Let me know what your guys' opinions are though, because I would love to know. I'm unhauling this book. I picked it up because I read Butcher and Blackbird. I actually kind of hated Butcher and Blackbird. I hate to say it, but I really did. And I was going to continue the series and just give it another chance, but I decided I'm not going to. And I know someone would really appreciate getting this book for free, so I'm just gonna unhaul it. And the rest of these 2 I'm going to be keeping. Okay, we're on the floor again. This is our last big section of our big bookshelf, so we're doing well. I'm gonna get rid of both of these. This one I think my mom sent to me and I just never read it and I don't really have any plans on reading it, so I'm going to get rid of this one. This one, again, I want to say my mom sent me after she read it. I'm not positive. I honestly don't remember how I got some of these books and collected them, which is my bad. Don't think I'll be reading this one, so I'm going to get rid of it. These 2, I honestly, again, don't remember how I got it all, but I don't think I'm going to read them. And I know someone would absolutely love these books, so I am just going to add them to the pile. And the rest of these ones I'm keeping on this shelf. I'm keeping all of my book book of the month books. I'm also going to be keeping my Colleen Hoover books. These are the books that got me into reading and got me into this community. They do have a very special place in my heart, so I am going to be keeping them as a little remembrance for getting me into reading. Now moving on to mostly my thriller shelf. I also have random books on here because they wouldn't fit on my other shelves, which is why we're doing this. So let's go through these because I think honestly I can get rid of quite a few. I hate to do this one because one of my best friend Hannah loves this book and I just completely bent it. I thought it was okay. I think I gave it like a 3. I'm going to send it off so someone else can read it. This one by Frida I didn't really love. I thought it was again okay and maybe someone else would enjoy it, so going to send this off as well. I actually never read The Women in Cabin 10, but I just watched it on Netflix, so I can't see myself reading this one just because I've already seen the story play out, so I think we're going to get rid of it. This one I don't want to get rid of. This is special to me because Jensen and I bought it when we first started dating and we were going to buddy read it and then never ended up doing, but I want to keep it because I think it'd be fun to do that now that we're engaged and stuff as a little remembrance. Of course, it's like a Stephen King book. I'm like, oh, this would be so cute, but it's literally horror. I feel like we have to keep it because of that. I'm pulling Butcher and Blackbird. I told you guys over there, but I didn't love this book at all, and I will be giving both of them up. So if someone wants them, they can have them as a collective. I'm gonna rapid fire off all the rest of the books that I'm getting rid of just because there's quite a few, so let's do it. How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I read it last Christmas and enjoyed it, but I'm just not gonna read it again, so I figured someone else will enjoy it for the upcoming Christmas season. Love Light Farms. Again, I read this one and enjoyed it. I'm just not gonna read it again, so gonna give it to someone else. Twist. This one was sent to me and it just doesn't sound like something that I'm interested in, so I figured I'll give it to someone who will actually read it. Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. Love Elle Kennedy, but I just haven't picked this book up in whatever time period I've had it, and I don't think I'm going to anytime soon. I figured someone else would read this and appreciate it. Rock Bottom Girl by Lucy Score. Again, I've had this one forever. I just don't think I'm gonna pick it up. There's so many other books I want to read. We're giving it away. Despair by Ava Ronnie. I'm not exactly sure. I got this one when I was back in Iowa probably like a year ago. Just think I've lost interest in it and I don't see myself reading it. We're gonna give it away to a free library or someone that will actually read it. Ryan and Avery. I think I've had this one for 3 years and I haven't picked it up. It's a YA and I just haven't really been reading a lot of YA, so I would like to give this one away. Twisted Love. I will never finish the series. I absolutely did not like this one at all. I hated the writing. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like this, but I just didn't like it and I'm not going to continue on with the series, so we're definitely giving this one away. The Lost Bookshop. I am unsure about this one, so for any of these, if you think I should really read them or you're like gung-ho about me keeping them, let me know and I may reconsider some of these because some of these I'm like iffy on. I've just read books that are very similar to it, so I just don't think it's interesting to me anymore. We Were Liars. I read this summer. I gave it a 2. I really didn't like this book, so I'm gonna give it away. I'm gonna give these 2 books away from the Natural series. I read the first one. Did I read both of these or just the first one? I honestly don't remember, and I did enjoy them, but I just can't see myself continuing with the series, so I'm going to get rid of these. And last and very much least, I'm gonna get rid of The Teacher by Frida McFadden. My best friend Lucy read this and absolutely hated it, so I just know I'm not gonna like it, so we're gonna get rid of this one. In total, we are unhauling 48 books, which I feel like is a really good amount. I think I did well. There are some I just can't get rid of because I have a tie to them or I absolutely love them and don't want to get rid of them, but I think I did a solid job today of getting rid of books that I know I'm not going to read or are very unsure about that I think would go to a better place. Sounds like I'm literally like sending them off to the dead, but no, these will all get donated to little libraries. I have a lot of friends that are readers, so I'm gonna definitely let them look through these first. They will all be going to a better place. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was so much fun, and let me know in the comments again if there's any books on here that I'm unhauling that you think I should definitely read, and I'll take it into consideration. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.